Nithyananda. This is Trinity and Maya Nithyananda and welcome to NTV News from Nithyananda Dhyanapidam, Bidadi. It's Friday, February 24th, 2012. The headlines. In the morning Bhagwad Gita Satsang, Swamiji spoke about God creates all chaos. News from Bidadi Ashram. Programming news. All around the ashrams, international news and sharing. New news segment, Mission Active. And now for the main news. 1082 places including 25 two-way connections from 262 cities in 25 countries connected through NTV this morning to view Swamiji's daily satsang. Today he spoke on the Bhagwad Gita chapter 4 verse 13 as God creates all chaos.
Somebody asked, Bhagavan, if God is taking care of everything, He is responsible for everything, why are we working? Why should we do tapas? He says, God is taking care of everything. The statement is made as technique. When you can't attribute higher truths to the Guru, you can't experience the truths inside you. In all of us, all these fourfold mental patterns exist. Looking money as a solution, looking power as the solution, looking confusion as the solution, looking spiritual truth as the solution. All of us have all the four patterns in us. You understand? When there is a problem comes, you feel people who have money are winners of the game. Come on, let me have it. People who have power, they win the game. Come on, let me have it. No, there is no such clear thing. It's all confusion. No, there is a clear spiritual order. Let me get the depth, get to the bottom of the spiritual order. What is your pattern when you are hit, when you face life? Decides whether you are a Brahmana, or a Vaishya, or a Kshatriya, or Shudra. It has nothing to do with your birth. It has nothing to do with your father, mother. It has nothing to do with your bringing up. It has nothing to do with anything other than your mental pattern. Man who is beyond all the four mental patterns, even if he is the doer, he should be realized as a being above the doership, as the eternal self. Man who always goes for spiritual solution, not only makes his life ultimate, he raises the life of the people who are around him. Constantly raising yourself through spiritual solution for every problem and constantly exciting yourself through the spiritual entertainment in every step.
Swamiji spoke from the updated translation of the Bhagwad Gita this morning. The fourfold class among human beings has been created by me according to their peculiar attribute and performance. Even if I am the doer, experience me as being above the doership as the eternal self. Swamiji noted it is not only India's caste system in which division of 4 groups exist. Rather, people that turn to one of 4 solutions to life's problems exist in each and every part of the globe. Some look for the financial solutions such as on Wall Street, some look to power solutions such as Capitol Hill, some look to confusion as a solution, and the one who is categorized as a Brahmin looks to a spiritual solution to problems. Swamiji urged the spirituality dedicated to seek a spiritual knowledge solution first to every problem as a direct path to higher levels of conscious enlightened being. Swamiji said, we spend so much time rushing in the outer world to calm and smooth out all the chaos. We blame others for the chaos that we attribute as their creation. However, Swamiji reminded us the Bhagavan's words of the Bhagwad Gita, how it is actually God or the cosmos that creates all chaos. He said that only when we remember this will we look inside and relax into restful awareness rather than trying to calm all things of outer world happenings. Swamiji will continue on the verse in the next satsang, so be sure to practice your chanting and read the passages before next morning. E-Pada Puja was performed today by devotees from Los Angeles Temple, and Nitya Kriya in today's satsang was for care for ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. News from Bidadi Ashram. Following this morning satsang, Swamiji initiated 4 more lucky, hardworking, dedicated and bright youngsters into brahmacharya or walking with God. The 4 took the sacred cloth from the feet of Guru during the ceremony. Swamiji invited all youth around the world to come to learn from him. There is a growing unconscious and youth are taking wrong paths all around the world. He said that if you are feeling misguided or rebellious, come to him to learn. Connect to Nithyananda.org. Today, Swamiji announced he will resume Tamil language Bhagwad Gita discourses on NTV beginning from 7 p.m. this evening from Raj Sabha in Bidadi. On NTV's news programming schedule, the previous morning's discourses will be replayed along with the daily news immediately following the morning satsang as well as after the evening replay of Nitya Yoga and Fitness session. Stay tuned for these updates soon. The NSP program is available online March 1st to 4th, 2012. Swamiji says, anything you feel as you less than bliss is an engraved memory or samskara. In these 4 days, he removes these from your system. This is the opportunity to go through the conscious experience of death and heal the pains and sufferings of life. And tomorrow, Sunday, the Kalpadaru wish granting workshop goes for aligning your deepest life intentions towards your actions and manifesting your highest reality. All around the ashram, international news. Swamiji has blessed the Ananda Seva program, which will nurture each one of us to be Ananda Sevaks, blissful volunteers of the Nithyananda mission. Swamiji has said that going forward, volunteers will be the basic pillars supporting the ever-expanding Nithyananda mission. Swamiji will be personally guiding each one of us, infusing energy for us to expand in our own spiritual journey while blissfully contributing to humanity at the same time. So each one of us now has the opportunity of expanding and exploding into enlightenment by enrolling ourselves as an Anand Sevak. We have numerous avenues in which we can support the mission with our self-expression and creativity. If you are interested in enrolling yourself as an Anand Sevak, please contact eNSeva@nithyananda.org. Videos from Hyderabad from Shivaratri have arrived at NTV's electronic doorstep. Let us have a look.
Ekam nityam vimalabhachalam sarvadi sakshibhudam bhavadidam trihunarahidam sadgurum sakshibhudam bhavadidam trihunarahidam sadgurum tam namami. Om नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः।
ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः।
ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। ॐ ह्रीं 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 नित्यानन्देश्वराय नमः। अतीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता वन्दे गुरुपरम्परा।
मृत्युंजयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय शंकराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं
संसारसारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवामि सहितं नमामि। भवं भवामि सहितं नमामि। भवं भवामि सहितं नमामि। समर्पयामि सद्गुरुचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः। महाराजाय नमः। ओम नमस्ते भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्र्यंबकाय त्रिपुरांतकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलगंधाय नित्यानंदाय मृत्युंजयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय शंकराय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। ओम तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात्। कर्पूरगौरं करुणावतारं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी शकितं नमामि भवं भवानी शकितं नमामि भवं भवानी शकितं नमामि आरात्रिकं समर्पयामि सद्गुरुचरणकमलेभ्यो नमः द्वन्द्वादीदं गहनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदी साक्षिभूतं भावादीदं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् आरात्रिकम् ॐ
Today marks the introduction of a new segment to NTV News Mission Active. The purpose of this segment will be to use the news and NTV to protect goodness, destroy wickedness, and establish the science of enlightenment. In today's edition, we recall the events of the past 2 years, including the scandal and collaborating against Swamiji. When Swamiji was illegally arrested and imprisoned for 53 days in 2010, it was a surprise to many. Since then, over 100 court cases in 5 countries have been filed against him, and not a single one has come up with any evidence, witness, or proof of wrongdoing. We can imagine the kind of organization and collective negativity it may require to mount such an attack on a global legal scale spanning several years, involving millions of dollars in many countries. Swamiji has called this a Holocaust, as those perpetrating these atrocities would have gone further in their attacks if possible, as they did all the negative actions within their power. Additionally, over 2 lakh similar charges filed in India were reviewed, and everyone was seen to list a name as part of filing the charge. However, the charge pressed against Swamiji actually left this section of the application blank. 1 in 2 lakh, and yet this was allowed to create so much of suffering for devotees. While in prison, Swamiji was not given food nor bedding. He was kept under a bright light, threatened, and the floor watered down at evenings before bedtime. The simultaneous uploading on hundreds of computers in separate accounts of the illegal video attempting to link actress Ranjita with Swamiji shows the extent to which thousands of people were coordinated in these eventually failed attacks. Nonetheless, during these trying times of the mission, Swamiji was noted and celebrated in Watkins magazines of the UK as one of the most influential and successful spiritual leaders in the world. Let's go on exploring this year. That's all from NTV News for now. Thank you for joining us, and let us end our news with a bliss dose from Swamiji. When you give devotion to the other person, you take the same devotion towards yourself. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time on NTV News. Nithyananda.